This is Matt once again from Real Talk and Business. Need to black out these windows. It's a lot of glare out here. You know, I'm still in Arizona, and you know that sun is just it's just beaming, bang, bang, bang. So I gotta cut out the glare so it won't affect this video here. And I got something I want to talk about. I've been seeing this a lot too on YouTube. More than ever now, people are making videos about this issue. I'm seeing so many videos about how life is pointless. How life, has no meaning and life sucks. What's the point? This type of attitude I'm seeing a lot on YouTube. And, I can relate. I get it. I understand. I made videos about this in the past. About how I really don't like it here. I made a video about that. Or discussed that issue. So I get it. I understand how you feel. I empathize. Believe me, I empathize. And you know how people say, I didn't ask to be here. I didn't ask to be born. And I get it. I get all of that. But this is the thing now that we have to understand. Even me, myself, too. I got to deal with this as well. What we have to understand about now in this present life is that we have to do what we can to make this life as easy as possible. If we complain about this stuff all the time, 24/7, not saying we shouldn't talk about it, and we should, but I'm saying if we keep complaining how life is so bad and so pointless and, what's the meaning? Why are we here? Why we got to do this? If we keep doing this all the time, we're making this situation worse. You want to make it easier. So make it easier while you're here. Everything's going to be fixed overnight. I'm not saying that. I'm saying we should make everything as comfortable as we can. As comfortable as we can. Switch up. Do something different. You tired of doing the same thing over and over? Then switch up then. Switch up. Figure how you can make what you got and what you got going on and see if you can do it somewhere else. Get up and move. Don't just keep sitting down and keep making YouTube videos all day long. That's not going to help. You got to get up. I get the whole life is pointless thing. I get it. I get that. But this video is showing you that you don't want to make this life harder than what it is. Don't make it harder than what it is. You want to make it as comfortable as you can. Like the flight. Like that flight I was on. They're trying to make it as comfortable as possible so I won't be so uncomfortable. You want to do that with your life. So you can make this journey and this flight that's called life as smooth as possible. As smooth as possible, because it's going to be turbulence. It's going to be turbulence. So what are you going to do? You're going to talk about how bad the turbulence is all day long? Or are you going to do something about it? Or are you going to get comfortable and ride it out? That's what I'm doing. I'm making it as smooth as possible. And, I got my issues here and there about this world and this life. And I spoke about that. And I will continue to speak about it. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I will continue to speak about it because, sometimes I think about it. It's natural. It's natural to think about what's affecting your livelihood or your life. And your well-being. You want to talk about these things every now and then. It's good to talk about it. You want to release, the stress and release your emotions. And I discuss that. But in this video, I just want to just say that, we got to move on at some point. After all of the complaining and about how bad life is, we got to move on at some point. At some point, we got to get up and change our situation, change our life. Am I saying doing that, is that going to have any meaning or point? Well, it might not, but at least it'll be easier for you. At least if you try to change your situation, at least it can be a little bit more comfortable. That's what I'm saying in this video. You want to make it as comfortable as you can. As comfortable as you can. While you're here. As comfortable as you can. Because if you're just in your room complaining and getting mad and crying and yelling about how life and how bad it is and how meaningless it is, you're just going to be stuck in that room. You're just going to be stuck in that room frustrated. Not me. I got to get out. I got to get out and move and travel and walk, exercise. You know, get some of this air in my lungs. You see what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Am I saying you should just forget everything that's going on? No. No, don't forget everything that's going on. You know, pay attention. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of the foolishness and the fakeness going on in your life. I'm not saying just disregard that and just ignore that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying just make it easier. Just make it easier, man. Don't just keep complaining all day long. Make it easier for yourself. Make it easy. Because if you're not making it easier for yourself, that has something to do with laziness now. Because you're not getting up and making it easier. You're just sitting down complaining. You're just sitting down complaining. Make it more comfortable for yourself. Get up. Don't procrastinate. Get up. Get up. What can you do about your job? What can you do about your fake friends? What can you do about your fake family members? You know, what can you do about the people around you that's not interacting with you? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's all on you. It's all on you now. You know, I didn't ask to be here either, but I'm here now. So what am I going to do about it? It's all on me. It's all on me. What are you going to do? You see what I'm saying? What are you going to do? You going to complain? You see where that's getting people? Complaining, that don't end well. That don't end well. If you complain and you harp on the problems that exist in this world and society, that don't end well. If you harp on it, it won't end well. Unless you can use your anger and your madness and your frustration to your advantage, then you might get somewhere. Then it might be just a little bit more comfortable for you. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know, am I saying you should work a job that you don't like? No. That's why I say you got to get up and change the job. Change where you're at. Change your circumstance. You know, don't just create more negative situations and more negative circumstances for yourself. You just make it harder for yourself. You know, so you got to do something. You know, I can't go over there and force you to do it. You got to do it on your own. Or find the encouragement and the motivation or the inspiration to make things happen for yourself. To make things a little bit more comfortable. You see? But that's all I really want to say for now. I can go on and on with this too. I might jump on here and talk about this some more because I'm seeing more and more videos about how life is pointless and how life sucks. So, you know, if you can't sleep, then maybe you grab a pillow or something. Put it underneath your head. You know, get another mattress, get another comforter and sleep with that. You see what I'm saying? You gotta make what you got. You gotta make it work for yourself. That's the same with life. Make it work for you. Make it work while you're here. You know, make it smooth while you're here. You know, if you got to get a pillow for your life, then get a pillow. Pillow can represent anything. I'm just making an example with the pillow, but use that pillow as an example. Make it as easy as you can. As easy as you can. And it's all on you. You create the life you want here. Whether it's pointless or not, that don't matter. You create the life you want. You know, arguing all day long and not doing anything about it, that's pointless. That's pointless. complaining all day long and not doing anything about it is pointless. So now you have a life that's pointless on what you're creating with all the complaints, and you're making it more pointless. So now you got more pointless on top of more pointless stuff. You're just making everything more pointless. So you got to do it. You got to make things work for yourself. Make a change.